Andrea Arnold's Wasp examines a brutal reality, beginning with a horrid conflict between two mothers over a petty argument originally between their daughters. The intensity is high as we watch these two mothers tear at each other as their children watch. Andrea Arnold's Oscar-winning Wasp focuses on a mother of 4 children, her struggling poverty, and the difficulties she has in raising her children responsibly. After meeting a man she likes, promising to see him at the pub later, and with little food in the cupboards at home, the remaining food being mouldy, the mother gets dressed up and arrives at the pub, with no secondary plan for looking after her own kids, and not wanting to scare off her date with the fact that she's a mother. She tells her children to wait outside, bringing them scant snacks of a single glass of Coke and a packet of crisps for them all to share. Andrea Arnold's Wasp becomes even more challenging to watch as the film continues. It focuses on a very authentic reality for some working class people, revealing the difficulties some people have when raising children. Poverty impacts how some parents can provide for their families. Without the necessary financial income, it's difficult to provide something as simple as food. The mother's reluctance at the pub to spend too much money buying drinks illustrates how little money she carries on her and how carefully she must spend it. Unfortunately, with poverty, it is also difficult to find necessary child support. Within Wasp, it would be easy to dismiss the mother as irresponsible in how she encourages her children and a crying baby to stay outside of the pub, relying on small morsels of snacks to pass the time where it is unsafe, but necessary childcare is still difficult to find within Britain. If this mother has no reliable family to turn to, who can look after her children, or cannot afford a babysitter, her options are certainly slim. Wasp is an uncomfortable viewing experience. The mother is pressured closer to revealing the truth about herself, being a mother, torn between what she wants, to have a fun date, providing a sense of relief she may rarely find elsewhere, and what she needs to do, look after her children. Unfortunately, this situation is not far removed from reality. It isn't helpful to be judgmental while watching Wasp, but the film does serve as a cautionary tale. Consider the essential priority of providing for your children before considering the recreational interests of dating. This mother at the centre of the short film, while flawed and difficult to watch, when pushed into action, she is grateful to have her children. As the night goes on and the children become hungrier, they scavenge for takeaway food scraps dropped by drunken passers-by. The baby, having been fed cold spare ribs and covered in its glaze, is the target of a pesky wasp who risks harm as it climbs inside of the baby's mouth. As soon as the children cry for their mother, halfway through making out in a nearby car, she bursts out to them, angry at being interrupted, frustrated at the children's desperation of food, but also reflective of her own fury at herself. She should have known better than to leave the kids on their own for so long, and yet she had just done that. When the mother hugs her children closely, it is recognisable how regretful she is. It's upsetting to watch. A mother desperate for a night of relief with no protection in place for her children. This hug is a symbolic gesture of the mother begging for their forgiveness. Anything could have happened to these children. Stranger danger is a very real threat, and if local social services heard of this happening to the children, the mother would be a focus of their concern. But the mother is lucky that her children are still here. It is a moment which should serve as a learnable turning point. Always protect and provide for your children before yourself, no matter how difficult that may be. In conclusion, Andrea Arnold's brilliantly directed Wasp is a challenging short film drama which understandably earned its Oscar. It highlights the struggles of people tackling poverty in Britain, the desperation for any sense of relief from such struggles, and how, without proper care and consideration, that momentary relief for one can cause harm, anxiety and concern for many others.